In this episode, we're working on the 2013 Lincoln MKX, changing spark plugs.
Jay Hunto's garage.
Who?
Jay Hunto's garage, not Jay Leno's garage.
What?
Jay Hunto's garage.
Where?
Jay Hunto's garage.
Are you talking to me?
Jay Hunto's garage.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
This is my 2013 Lincoln MKX. I'm changing the spark plugs after 108,000 miles. This is the spark plugs that NGK sells. For some reason, and I've had these for quite a while, I had two that were AC Delco. They look the same, but at the time I must have thought those were acceptable in lieu of Motorcraft. Your spark plugs are under these coils. You have to pull this out, push a little clip down, that comes off, and then take this one 8mm screw out, and then this whole thing comes off, your spark plugs down in the bottom. I changed all of those, and every one of them look like this. The only thing you can really see is that tip here is getting a little bit worn, but otherwise I honestly could have kept running them. There was the thing wasn't missing, the car still runs great, still gets good gas mileage, but I thought it was time. I don't know much about this little Ford 3.6, I think it is, engine. I was anticipating that the spark plugs were going to be in the back into the in the head, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a nightmare. It's probably why I didn't change these 18,000 miles ago. But turns out you just get this intake off, which is just some ancillary items here and there, and it comes right out, and then you just, the spark plugs are just right there. I put all new plugs in with anti-seize on the plug threads. This engine should be good for spark plugs for another maybe 108,000 miles.
Sure.
This is the intake manifold. It has one gasket under here that I'm currently waiting to show up at O'Reilly. This one is probably kind of hard, but not bad. Honestly, I could put that right back in. Same with the throttle body. It's getting a little bit hard, but I'm sure that would seal up again just fine. Changing these gaskets is just as easy as pulling out the old and reinstalling the new. And typically these are all dry rotted and crusty, and when you're really having problems, but this is not bad at all. Either is the intake. There's some oily bits, but it's not bad. I'm off to O'Reilly to pick up my new gaskets, put all this back together, and I'll start it up and let you know if there's anything catastrophic from those wonky spark plugs. Here's the new gasket. It looks like it fits just fine. I'll get this installed. Through the magic of TV, it's done. Now I'll go ahead and do reverse of removal, which is basically flip this over, get it in place underneath all the cables, and then put all the bolts back in, especially the one in the back there, and then I'll put the throttle body on, then just connect the hoses and the hoses and the hoses. That's basically all there is just hoses, and of course these anchors for the cables. Surprisingly, after 108,000 miles, let's see if I can get that in there. These valves, if you can see that valve down there, it looks, take my word for it, it looks great. Clean as can be. Same with the others. It all looks nice. It's not too gummed up in the intake, and I was quite happy about that. Here's the screws. They're all 8mm right here, one back here, one over here, and then the one that is one you got to remember is right in the back. Easy to get to. I'm just using a extension with an 8mm and a ratchet. This is all you need, light duty stuff. Okay, I got the one hose. There's one on the back of the intake right back here. It's pretty easy. This one here, just get your hoses on and make sure you get your clamps. That one's not on all the way. There you go, hose on, clamp on, there we go. And then I'm just working from the back forward with all the connections. I'm gonna change this out. I have a new one of these as well. Oh yeah, that's in there pretty good. This particular line here has a clip you got to watch out for. You have to pull the clip retainer completely out before you can get this off, just FYI. And it's kind of a pain to get it in once you've got this on, but I was able to do it. Throttle body's on. I went ahead and cleaned it while you're in there. And this connector for the throttle body is connected. This one up here, I think this is a map sensor, and if it's not, put it down in the comments. And then I have this connected here. This goes in there, and all the bolts are tight, hose on. I think we're good to put the tube back here for the intake, and then the cover. Okay, for this part you have a clamp here, a vacuum line here, another clamp there, and this connector, which sometimes when you take this off will fall down there. You could very well forget about it. And of course your air cleaner is right there. And this PVC line goes right under that. There we go. If you haven't bought your cleaning wipes yet from legit street cars, you definitely want to use these. These work great, and it doesn't leave your hands dry or anything. They feel nice and they smell nice afterwards. Before, after, they work. Like I said, they leave your hands feeling nice and smelling nice. Okay, everything's back together except the engine covers. So this thing should fire right up. Should. Hello? Okay, now that I have the key, let's see what she does. Okay, good. No check engine light. It seems to be okay with those spark plugs, even though they're NGK and AC Delco for some weird reason. Apparently I was ready to change the plugs when I bought them and thought, okay, I'll take all these, that'll do. Otherwise, I would have held out for Motorcraft, because it's probably been, we got 110,000 miles, not 108. It's probably been 6, 8, 9 months. I've been farting around with Project Oddball, which is gone. So these have just been sitting around all this time. So it's a piece of cake, actually. Way easier than I thought. Okay, I've just installed this rear cover and realized I forgot this bolt. This is one long one, goes right in the top. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sure there's a torque spec for all these. I'm just, torquing them all off camera. So this cover is installed. It's got one push pin back here, and it lines up with these two holes right here. This Lincoln, which honestly, if I had time and it wasn't raining, I'd take the time to clean all this up. There is one fastener down there, 8mm, and then these just get pushed back in. That's your sound deadening material. And then one nut, besides the one behind the camera, that goes down there. And then that's it. Future episodes on this car are going to include changing the coolant. This has been in there ever since we've had it, and that's 50, 60, 70,000 miles ago, so that's time. And we've just changed the battery. That's easy. Off, on, no fancy programming of the battery like some cars these days. Piece of cake. And air filter, I'm pretty sure I've already done a video on that. Check the DIY playlist. In upcoming episodes, we're going to go through this 1981 Corvette, what I've already done to it, what I'm going to do to it, and we're going to take a look at my 97 Yamaha Royal Star Tour Deluxe. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this video. Have a great day. Go tackle them spark plugs. You know you need to.
Nice. Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
Welcome back to Jay Hunto's Garage. And welcome back to what? Welcome back to who? Where?